How's it going, everybody? So there has been a lot of talk right now, a lot of buzz going around about the Russo brothers firing Mark Ruffalo. Mark Ruffalo not too long ago went on Jimmy Fallon and he supposedly dropped a big spoiler for Avengers 4, which was the title. Now this was just a big publicity stunt. He did not actually reveal the title on the show. But it was still said that he was fired after, and recently Joe Russo did a Q&A in which he actually said, yes, we fired Mark Ruffalo, so everybody has been asking a ton of questions lately about whether or not Mark Ruffalo was truly fired. So I'm going to break it down and debunk it all in this video for you. Also, I'm still doing my giveaway, giving away copies of Infinity War, Deadpool 2, and Ant-Man and the Wasp on Blu-ray, as well as some special edition posters. If you want to enter the giveaway for your chance to win, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, like this video, and comment down below with your thoughts and your favorite superhero. Okay, so for starters, Mark Ruffalo was not fired. The Russo brothers did not fire Mark Ruffalo. It was all a big joke.
And are you allowed to talk about these things? Because I know you get in trouble.
But recently there have been a lot of articles and a lot of videos stating that Mark Ruffalo has indeed been fired, and this has come from a Q&A that Joe Russo did in which he stated that he did fire Mark Ruffalo. But again, this was a joke, and I'll take you back to where the joke originated and why it's dragged on so long and why people are still saying that he's been fired. So, on October 5th, Mark Ruffalo was set to appear on the Jimmy Fallon show, and before the show he tweeted at Jimmy Fallon saying, "I trust that you will cut my spoiler slip on the show tonight. That was off the record, homie. Please don't get me in trouble with Marvel, Barry, again. DM me back." Again, this was just a publicity stunt to get people to watch the Jimmy Fallon show. He didn't reveal anything on the show. Although they tried to make it look like he did, he didn't.
All right, I think I can probably tell you that.
Really?
I think it's out there already. The title of the next Avengers movie is...
But the Russo brothers tweeted Mark Ruffalo back and said, "Mark, you're fired." This was just a joke. They were obviously in on the Jimmy Fallon teaser. And you can clearly tell it's a joke because one, they're not going to fire anybody over Twitter, and two, they keep the joke going for several weeks after it happened. A couple of days after the tweet, Mark Ruffalo replied, "Guys, ... can we talk about this?" About a week later, the Russo brothers posted another one of their cryptic images to Instagram and Twitter with the title #wrapped, in which Mark Ruffalo replied, "This, and you fired me for a measly slip of the title. Spoiler alert." The next day, the Russo brothers replied to him saying, "You're still fired, Mark," in which Mark Ruffalo replied, "I don't know what to say." Again, this was all just one big joke, but there were people who posted articles and videos who said, "Mark Ruffalo fired, confirmed by directors." And the problem was that people didn't actually read these articles or watch these videos, because if they did, they would have known that it was just a big joke. But some people didn't, and they started making their own articles and doing their own videos simply based off the tweets. So there was a lot of confusion going around. And then the firing of Mark Ruffalo got brought up again when Joe Russo did his Q&A on Thursday. During the Q&A, somebody asked how the creative team would keep the likes of Mark Ruffalo and Tom Holland from spoiling Avengers 4. Joe Russo turned to his bartender who said, "Didn't you fire Mark Ruffalo?" And Russo quickly replied, "Yes, we fired Mark Ruffalo. Mark's fired." Again, clearly a joke, but a lot of people took to the internet and said Mark Ruffalo was fired, confirmed by directors. So that's why you hear everybody talking about Mark Ruffalo is fired. But in reality, he's not. This is just a joke that's been dragged out for a pretty long time. Mark Ruffalo will definitely be playing Bruce Banner / the Hulk in Avengers 4, no worries there. So to everybody who was wondering and worried that Mark Ruffalo was fired, do not worry anymore, he was not fired. So I hope this clears some things up for you, for those of you who are worried about it, but let me know what you think in the comments down below. And